Where humans have somewhat round skulls, the Anunnaki and the Igigi to some degree have very large and often elongated skulls. These elongated heads have been depicted many times in ancient carvings and frescoes. The Igigi were given only 7 days to build the great city of Eridu, to be ruled by Anu's son, Enki. The Anunnaki were cruel and brutal to the Igigi.
The gods' load was great, the toil grievous, the trouble excessive. The great Anunnaki, the seven, were making me Igigi undertake the toil.
The city was completed on time. Then the Igigi dug mines and began mining gold. They mined gold day after day, year after year, for 150,000 years. The Igigi extracted gold by the ton, and ships began making round trips between Earth and Nibiru. Enki, ruling in his father Anu's name, was thrilled. He demanded more output. The slave masters used weapons like particle beams to force the Igigi to work harder and faster. Enki didn't want to abuse the workforce this way, but felt he had no choice. The atmosphere on Nibiru was all but stripped away. He wasn't sure the gold would get back home in time. Then, against his better judgment, Enki demanded even more output from the mines. The slave masters were told to use any means necessary to get this done, including torture. Soon, whispers of dissent circulated among the Igigi. Then the whispers became shouts. No longer would the Igigi allow themselves to be tortured, and no longer would they work the mines. Atrahasis, a famous leader of the Igigi, made the decision to rebel.
For too long have we languished under the yoke of the Anunnaki. We were born of the stars, yet condemned to the dark. It is time we seek the light. Now proclaim war. Let us combine hostilities and battle.
The rebellion was swift. The Igigi were intelligent and strong. They turned their tools into weapons, broke their chains, and fought the Anunnaki for their freedom. The city of Eridu became a battlefield, and gold mines collapsed from the uprising. The Igigi fought bravely, but they failed, and were put back in chains. Enki's brother Enlil had been overseeing the mining operations. He was furious. He wanted the Igigi killed for treason, but Enki felt differently. The Anunnaki and the Igigi had thousands of years of shared history.